Family Plot was released in 1976. This is directed by Alfred Hitchcock. It's written by Ernest Lehman and it's based on the Rainbird pattern by Victor Canning. And we have a cast including Karen Black, Bruce Dern, Barbara Harris, William Devane, Nicholas Colasanto. It's because of Colasanto that I decided to watch this, and I thought it was a pretty decent film. This is about a fake psychic, as she's described, called Blanche, and Blanche is asked by Julia to help find her late sister's adopted son. She gave her son up for adoption, so of course Julia's nephew, and now she's asking Blanche for help with finding him and tracking him down, and that's kind of what the film is about. But we also have, I don't want to go into too much detail, I really don't want to give away too much more than this, but it's about some criminals doing some unacceptable things. IMDb has a little bit more information than that, so if you do want a tiny bit more detail without any major spoilers, IMDb is a good source, at least at the time of recording. But I won't go into any more detail than that, as I didn't have a lot of information going into it. I just watched it for Colasanto. And I have to say, Colasanto was in it a little bit. I was quite happy with his appearance. And in general, I really liked all of the characters. I particularly liked Blanche. I thought she was a really great character. Blanche is played by Barbara Harris, and I thought that the performance was brilliant. Everybody gave a really good performance, no problems there. As for the narrative itself, yes, I thought it was generally well handled, pretty engaging. I'd say not from start to finish. There were times when it dipped a little bit, but that's generally typical of most films, so that's not exactly a cause for concern. But for the most part, I did enjoy it. I thought it was a decent story. I was keen to find out, pretty much from the very beginning, I was keen to see what would happen, if they'd track down this son, and if so, what would happen after that. And I will say, I didn't expect it to go in the direction it did. It is definitely quite a well-written, sometimes quite suspenseful narrative, so that certainly worked well. It's definitely one that I'm really happy to recommend. I don't even know if I'd heard of it before I watched it for Colasanto. I might have done at some point, but certainly I didn't know anything about it if I did. And I'm pleased. Yeah, I'm definitely pleased to have watched this. It's one of those films where I'm happy to have had a reason to check it out. I enjoyed it well enough, and if you're curious, if you want to see what it's like, then I'd say it's worth watching. I'll say no more than that, as I don't want to give away too much more, but ultimately I thought Family Plot was a decent experience, and I'm certainly happy to recommend it.